Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Grim Dawn. We are playing with our Drain Essence Death Knight on Hardcore Elite. And today is the day we're gonna face down Commander Lucius. Or die trying. Though the or die trying part is of course kind of a condition for all the things we do here. We should be in relatively good shape. We got 55 base ether resistance, and for the other 25% that we need to max out, we of course have performance enhancing spirit bane ointments. I prefer not to have to rely on ointments, but well, situations like these, if you know a potentially rather gnarly boss is coming up, and those are the places to use them. The ointment only lasts for a couple of minutes, so I do have to remember to just use it before we head into the boss fight. Ah, there you are. One reflective corpse fire. I'll just yoink your spirit out. There we are. So it is still kind of funny seeing those monsters just try to hide away in the corners there. Oh no, big bad human is coming up. Us monsters, we will run away. There's a certain fun element to it. Also, we did hit level 70 last episode. And I had bought the augments, but of course I had forgotten to use them. So let's have a quick look at that. The level 70 augments are the part of the revered augments, and Devil's Crossing offers fire and lightning resistance, can be applied to all armor. After applying it, your armor becomes soulbound, because of course these augments are only meant to be used by higher level characters, so it's a way of restricting it. So, but you can remove all soulbound things at the inventor, which is something useful to remember. And also the illusions, you can undo illusions, because they also make something soulbound. Though I wonder in an upcoming patch, illusions will no longer have a level requirement. I wonder if then also the soulbound aspect goes away, but we'll have to see once the patch comes out. So we had fire and lightning resistance to plug our lightning resistance hole. So we'll just apply that one to our pants. And now our lightning resistance is okay. And we have PS and fire resistance. PS is almost maxed. And let's put that one in our shoulder pads. So that's all maxed now. We still have a resistance hole for bleeding and for ether, and chaos were actually maxed. So no, two more. We'll have to see. There's probably some other factions that offer those, but I first need to get proper standing with them. Devil's Crossing was surprisingly easy to obtain this time around. Probably because I fussed so much over it compared to the other ones. Also, because we've of course completed the Devil's Crossing storyline twice already, whereas, for example, for the Black Legion, we're still in the middle of Black Legion territory, so we still have a number of quests left to complete. So that's also my current plan. I'm gonna just finish up the storylines around Fort Icon here. Once that's all wrapped up, I'm just gonna have a look at some bounties, I think, and see if I can max out the reputation for the Black Legion. Because there's also a set of armor, the level 70 armor of the Black Legion, that I would like to get my hands on, since they would have some very nice upgrades. And after that, of course, it's the I think the next tier would be the level 80, 84 cycle of armor upgrades, and after that 94. So Fort Icon, it used to confuse me a little bit just how the layout worked, but it's actually rather easy from the start. Now you just stick to the top, pick up the dynamite, and then you head down, and then you head up again. So there's a little bit of a wavy motion to the layout here. Well, if you don't strictly or don't really have a sense of direction in the place, then it's going to be one of those places where you could potentially run around for like 15 minutes rather than 5. Not saying it's bad, just saying that there are options for how long you want to spend in this place. Especially if you end up backtracking, trying to find certain secrets and things like that. Because I know I have, like, oh wait, there's things there in a place where nothing should be. I want to know how to get there. And then you spend 10 minutes trying to figure it out. Backtracking multiple times. It's great fun. Okay, so this is where the ether corruption starts. And where we head into the boss fight. So we'll just drink one of these. Now my ether is maxed out. And I am maximally prepared for Lucius. Okay, rip your spirit out. Let's see how much we can face tank here. Okay, if there's stuff on the floor, that's not a good thing to also face tank his flamethrower. That looked like poison. Okay, so those meteors, they hurt. They really give you a headache. I think I'm gonna put Overguard up. Okay, he's really angry now. He even triggered my turtle. So let's not die all the way in the end here. Just do a little bit of hit and running in the end. And that was a Lucius. Definitely someone to watch out for. He has the potential to do a lot of damage, as you saw. I wonder if... No, I was very well prepared for all the elements. Physical damage. Only have 773 average armor, but it is a bit spiky. Well, my shoulders and my legs have over 1,000, whereas my helmet and my feet are a little less protected. So, of course, if he manages to get a good physical damage-based hit in, that is gonna hurt. So, did we hide that again? Yeah, see, 19% physical resistance does stack a little bit with armor in interesting ways in that regard. So this was a nice and quick run. Then we blow up the wall. Cool. And then let's see if I remember to just use the rift here. Say hello to the peoples. And then we can go forward to the Plains of Strife. Plains of Strife will have a Chaos Portal or a Void Portal to get another piece of the Spirit of Mogdrogan. You're gonna send us onwards to the Necropolis. 750 Black Legion reputation, and we lost some Homestead reputation because we talked to him first for the resources, which is kind of annoying since now for Homestead we are no longer revered, but we are honored once again. Though, well, Killing Beast works out rather well. Also, I actually mistook myself. It's a Homestead that we were revered with, not Devil's Crossing, because actually Homestead has beasts and beasts are everywhere. That's it. Okay. So for now, done with those. Yeah, let's hunt down some spirits. Ooh, hello, Captain Reeve. What do you want? I will deal with Witch. The thing is, I'm not actually gonna do anything in that quest just yet, because I kind of like the Outcasts as a faction. Oh, they've got witches, some necromancer. There's a bit of a kinship there. And I think Captain Reeve is just a bully. He's going against the orders of his commander, so really he should just get court-martialed for it. But instead, he's trying to get the hero of the story to turn down a dark path. So yeah, let's not get involved. Also, there's mines here. They might hurt if you step on them. If there's enough enemies nearby to just leech their life out, then Doesn't really matter. Otherwise, keep your health potions at the ready. I think there is another faction that sends you into the rift here, but for the moment it actually eludes me which one it is. Could be that it is one of the that it is Kami's chosen, maybe? As a counterpart to the Uruburuk quest that we have for the Order of Death's Vigil. And ooh, look at that, top right of the screen. A red portal. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put up my own portal here. And then we're gonna walk on to the waypoint, and then from the waypoint we just go back and jump in. Okay. Let's see, someone blocked the doorway here. And those are friends. I can't leech life. Boo. Ah, much better. Okay, ethereal obelisks. Those are, of course, relatively resistant to ether damage. Okay, come on, pull yourself out. Yes, like that. Then I can kill you again. My energy is draining at a pretty rapid pace. But then again, now you need a lot of just continuous channeling to take down those sturdy buggers. And especially because, oh, they're big, they're sturdy, but they don't really fight back, unfortunately. Whereas if you get swamped by a bunch of other mobs, then of course we have to tip the scales. That triggers some energy leech in our favor. Also, degen doesn't count from those clouds. And there we are, one necropolis. It's a pretty big welcoming party. It's I'm touched, really. Also, don't run away. It's rude to not be at the party. Come on. Yes. Possessed Archmage. Those mage types are definitely the stronger of the enemies that you could encounter. Because they have the potential to hurt you a lot. And then from here we go back to the waypoint we just dropped. And then we can go in here. And then afterwards we will not have to chase down the waypoint, because the exit is not the entrance. So it could be that we actually have to traverse back from the start. Ooh, okay, so some of these are between 3 and 7 levels above me. Definitely be careful here. Try not to pull too many enemies at a time. Also, the damage composition of what is done here is very different. It's no Chthonics, so it's more of the red damage types. There's definitely some chaos here. The good thing is I'm maxed out on chaos without ointments. Ether is less important here. So the fact that my Spirit Bane ointment just wore out, not that big a deal. So after we're done here grabbing the bit of spirits, we can jump out, go and say hello to the avatar of Mogdrogan. Okay, we found ourselves an exit. Now what I really need is a spirit. But no, say hello to the avatar, get ourselves a devotion point. Then in the necropolis we have the Black Sepulchre, which I checked on Elite. It should also have a devotion shrine. And the Bastion of Chaos entrance. Now after you fix the bridge and walk into, just before the wall that is closed off with a key, then indeed there is also a shrine there. So in relatively short time we could obtain 3 different devotion points. which should help max out the compass that we've been working on and put a first point into the obsidian thing. The obelisk, yes. I had the word pillar in my head, but that didn't sound quite all right. It was not the obsidian pillar, it's the obsidian obelisk. So a little bit of nice alliteration going on there, of course. Okay, hello there, Mr. Ravager. Or Lady Ravager, not quite sure. No, it's one of those odd cultural biases to just call a lot of things you don't quite know what it is, a mister. Trying to be aware of it, but of course it's very difficult to break those habits. Okay, big circle on the floor and it is not mine. Let's step out. Yeah, much better for my health. Not necessarily for theirs, but for mine. Ooh, the Ctonians hate me. Yay. Was that the first or the second step towards outright war? Let's have a look. Ctonians, hatred, additional hero spawns. That is nice. That's good for loot, for experience. A little bit good for danger, but it's mostly good for just all the good stuff you care about as an adventurer. Experience and loot. And the added challenge is just a bonus. Okay, and there we go. I see a spirit. Well, it's more like a bottle of spirit. It's not really spirit-like. It doesn't look shiny. But it is what we want, what we need. What we came here for. So for the time being, I'm gonna skip the obsidian throne. It's a nice side trip. But as I said before, I suspect there's gonna be a quest somewhere that might send us there. So I might have to backtrack or not, and we'll just continue. And then instead, use the time to see if we can find the black sepulchre. And then I think next episode, we can do the blood wagons, and while doing that, now step quickly into the Bastion of Chaos for the other devotion shrine. Let's see. We can of course walk by the island and get in some kills. Why are you lying on the floor there? Could be that I knocked him over without actually realizing I did. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, see? They don't quite like it when you do that. So portal was in the top right, so we can just go there. One upside, of course, of fighting enemies that are quite some levels above you is that the experience gain is pretty good. Danger is pretty good, but the experience gain is even better. And as such, we're nearly level 71 as well. Might hit it, might not hit it today. But I suspect next episode we definitely will have. Okay, we did find some blue items. We got ourselves a sharpshooter's coat, which is part of a demolitionist set, level 60. And a void forged battle plate, which, whereas it has a good resist, it has some nice projectile avoidance, some health and health regen. Bit of bonus to overguard. Unfortunately though, there's no energy regen on here, and I'm quite attached to getting some decent energy regen. So we can backtrack to claim the devotion point from the avatar of Mock Dragon. Kill some cultists on the way, because that portal is always guarded by cultists. We will now have additional hero spawns, so it could be that it also extends to the portal or to the devotion shrine. So And that's also one of those nice reasons to already have a waypoint in the Necropolis, since then after you get the second piece of the spirits, you can just go here straight away. Okay, Ruined Shrine. So, Spirit Piece 1, Spirit Piece 2 and a Ancient Heart. Together they combine to Loot Explosion. Oh, and some other people who want a Loot Explosion. It's mine. Mine, I tell you. Also, one of them ran away. Okay, there are two with a star over their heads here. You are unstoppable, apparently. Well, not really seeing it, because I did stop you there. We got a blueprint. Ooh, Empowered Black Grimoire of Ognapesh. The normal version is already a nice one. Empowered is probably going to be even better. So it's an offhand caster item, not a book. Bonus to vitality damage, to spirit offensive ability, energy regen, cast speed, cooldown reduction, and +2 to soul harvest, as well as a damage and movement speed bonus to pets. And itself grants you a pet that scales with pet bonuses. That summons a Revenant of Ognapesh, which is a skeleton. So that's nice to have learned, and we also got some Flesh Eater leg wraps. Though, if it eats flesh and you wrap it around your legs, are you gonna have any legs left afterwards, or is that just a figure of speech? Let's not try. Yeah. Is this your shrine? Yes. Rover Rep, Devotion Point, Hallowed Ground, and another Hallowed Ground. So, thank you, goodbye. This guy, total badass, don't fight him unless you have a Death Wish or a completely kitted out max level character. Seriously. He has just a level advantage that's just not funny anymore. I think with my Summoner Necromancer at the end of Veteran mode, I actually did pick a fight with him, and I was like level 55 and he was 85. Yeah, the fight went as you would have expected. Yeah, so let's for now put the points into the movement speed one. Next up is going to be the resistance one. Though physique resistance is always nice to get, because that's very difficult to obtain. And then Obelisk of Menhir is next. So, next step. Actually, let's scratch that. This took a little bit more time than I'd expected, so I think for next episode we're gonna roam around in the Necropolis. We have the Black Sepulchre that's on the right hand side. Then we have a waypoint here. Then we clear out the Blood Wagons, tag the Bastion of Chaos, clear out the last Blood Wagon, and then we go down Tomb of the Watchers, take out the Loghorian, and then probably call it an episode. So that is going to be for next time. For now, I'm going to thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next episode. Bye bye.